What up, my people? After watching this video, you'll be able to evaluate a piecewise defined function. Let's get it. Let's start with some vocab. F of x, which we say is f of x, is the value of the function when x is equal to blank. It's aka the y, aka the output, aka the range for our function. The second thing that we need to know is our order of operations. Remember, it's parentheses, exponents, multiplication or division, addition or subtraction, depending on what comes first from left to right. The last thing that we need to know are inequalities. If x is greater than a, then x is going to be strictly greater than a and does not include a. So a is not a part of the solution. If x is strictly less than a, then a is not included in the solution. If x is greater than or equal to a, then a is included in the solution and you shade to the right. If x is less than or equal to a, then a is included in the solution and we shade to the left. If a is less than or equal to x, which is less than b, a is a part of the solution and we shade all the way up to b, but b is not a part of the solution, so it's going to be infinitely close to b. Similarly, if we have a is less than x and x is less than or equal to b, then we have an open circle on a, a closed circle on b, and then we shade in between. I've already made a video on graphing a piecewise defined function. I'll link it above just in case that's what you're looking for. All right, so for example number 1, suppose that the function f is defined for all real numbers as follows. F of x equals 1/2 x squared minus 4 if x is not equal to 2, and f of x is equal to 2 if x equals 2. So to solve this problem, we need to find f of negative 4, f of 2, and f of 4. When we're doing this, remember, again, this is saying that x is equal to negative 4, x is equal to 2 for this one, and x is also equal to 4 for that one. So all we're going to do is compare our x values to where their position would be in the graph, and then we'll solve it from there. So if x is not equal to, then we're going to use the top expression. So we have f of negative 4 means that we have 1/2 of negative 4 squared minus 4. Negative 4 squared is going to be 16 using order of operations. So that's going to be 1/2 times 16 minus 4. 1/2 of 16 is 8. So we have 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. For f of negative 4 is equal to positive 4. For f of 2, because x is equal to 2, that means our output or our y is going to also be equal to 2. Lastly, we have f of positive 4. 4 does not equal to 2, so that means we use the top equation again. So you have 1/2 of positive 4 squared minus 4. 4 squared is 16, so we have 1/2 of 16 minus 4. 16 divided by 2 is 8, so that's 8 minus 4, which gives us 4. So the f of 4 is equal to 4. And we're done. All right, for example number 2, again, suppose that the function h is defined for all real numbers as follows, where h of x is equal to 1 if x is less than negative 2. H of x is equal to negative 1 times x minus 1 squared if negative 2 is less than or equal to x, which is less than 2. And h of x is equal to 1/4 x minus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 2. Find h of 1, h of 2, and h of 3. So for this one, we know that x is going to be equal to 1, x is going to be equal to 2, and x is going to be equal to 3. Because all of these x values are greater than negative 2, we could immediately get rid of that up top. So because x is equal to 1, 1 falls in between negative 2 and 2. So we're going to use the second equation for x is equal to 1. So we have h of 1 is equal to negative 1 minus 1 squared. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So we have negative 0 squared. 0 squared is 0. 0 times negative 1 is equal to 0. So our h of 1 is equal to 0. For h of 2, because x is equal to 2, we're going to use our bottom equation. So that's going to be 1/4 2 minus 1. When we multiply that together, that's going to be 2 over 4 minus 1. When we reduce the fraction, that's going to be really 1/2 minus 1. And that's going to give us h of 2 is equal to negative 1/2. Lastly, we have x is equal to 3. Because x is equal to 3, we're again going to use the bottom equation. So that's going to be h of 3 is equal to 1/4 3 minus 1. When we multiply that together, that's going to be 3 over 4 minus 1. 3 over 4 minus 1 is equal to negative 1/4. So our h of 3 is equal to negative 1/4. And that's it. All right, we're at that point. Here's a problem for you to try. Go ahead and pause the video and take a screenshot. There will be a link to the solution in the description. Please like if you understood the tutorial, and share and subscribe for more tutorials. Thank you for taking the time to invest in yourself, making a weakness a strength. Ashe.